Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for making it to the mat, for joining our practice today, Slow Flow. Earth Day, happy Earth Day. Happy Earth Day. We are going to explore senses through the practice so that as we move off the mat and back out there, that we can really connect with the aliveness of the earth through smell, through taste, touch. If the garden has got anything growing, that we can give a little taste to that. Right? That we can really wake up our senses to really connect to the earth. So we're going to first begin with our breath, and we'll explore the senses through the breath, and then we will do a little bit more of this sensory awareness in our Shavasana. So as we come onto the mat, I'm going to invite you to take a blanket to go under your torso so our shoulders can drop down. Welcome to Bia. So a blanket to go under your torso, and if you don't have it, no worries. If you have a cushion to go under your knees, if you have something to go under your head, that just makes it all a little more comfy. The body can come into a little bit of relaxation before we begin to start to strengthen and stretch and all those great things. So as you come down, your tailbone is on your mat. And then your torso is on that blanket. So you just give a little bit of a lift in the torso, and then the shoulders can drop down. If you don't have a cushion to go under your knees, just walk your feet wide and drop your knees into center. And if you have a cushion, you can extend the legs. You could take your knees wide and just let there be a nice opening in the hips. So setting yourself up here. As we dive into the breath to begin, we're going to rub our palms and build that nice warmth in the palms. And just for a moment, take the palms over your face. They could hover, they could snuggle in. Just let the warmth of your palms soften your facial tissue. All those little tiny muscles around your eyes softening. The jaw loosening. Starting to feel the warmth of your palms, the facial muscles just really melting. And keep that softness in the face as we bring the hands down to the belly. We're just going to rest our hands here or somewhere in the vicinity of, let your arms rest more on your side or on your belly to invite your breath to begin to flow in and out your belly. We're going to explore the senses through the breath. We're going to first begin with the touch of the breath. So our sense of touch, that as you inhale, you can maybe feel the cool air coming in your nostrils and the warm air going out. Let's feel how your breath touches your body. The temperature can really help you connect to that, or maybe it's the sense of as your breath goes into your body where it touches your body. Maybe to belly, maybe somewhere else in your body expands and opens or softens. So noticing the touch of breath. And then noticing the smell, like there's a scent on the air as you draw the breath in through your nostrils. What is the scent that you're aware of? It may be very subtle, just opening our awareness. We can really drink in the sense in the air, our strongest sense. And then as the air comes in, there is a scent on the air. Just notice if there's a taste, very closely linked. So notice if there's a taste in your mouth as you draw the breath in. Good, and now we're going to start to cultivate the sound of our breath. So that little closure at the back of your throat creates a sound, right? Just narrowing the passageway, we create a sound, ocean sounding breath. As you do the ocean sounding breath, your lips are closed. I'm going to do it with them all open just so you can hear me better. But you hear this ocean sound in your breath. And that can really help us anchor to the breath, hearing the sound of it and maybe more sensation. And then We begin to open up our vision, our inner vision. Yoga invites this inner awakening. So just let your inner gaze move through your body, just to notice what you see. Maybe colors, maybe you see different shades. Who knows, right? Just open up the inner vision. Just notice what you notice. Good. And just resting a moment with a sense of a little more awake, more alive. And then as you are ready, bring hands up to chest, to heart center. And now let your inner vision go to heart center. Just take a few breaths here just to awaken more present, heart center. And to notice how you feel today. So that we're really taking care of ourselves on our mat. First, listening in. What do I need? What is present? And then from this awareness, setting an intention for your practice. Setting an intention for your practice. What will serve you, what you need, what matters to you. And with your next inhale, draw your intention deep into your body, your mind, and deepest into heart center. Drink it in and fill up. Good. And then exhale with a sigh. Very nice. So let's take a moment just to open up. We're going to do shoulders and hips today in our practice. Welcome, Kay. Just laying back and exploring a little movement now through the arms. Take your arms nice and wide. Exhale to begin. And then as you inhale, float your arms up. Cross them over your chest and hug your shoulders. And then inhale, take them skyward. And then as you exhale, open them to the earth and press them back. A little engagement in back body. And then inhale, float them up and cross them over. Hug the shoulders, a little space between shoulder blades. And then inhale, float them up. And open them to the earth beside you. Press the arms down. And then one more time, take them up, cross them in the opposite manner. Hug. And just stay here for a couple of breaths. See if you can breathe into the space between the shoulder blades. Maybe the easiest sensation to connect to is the sound of your breath. The easiest sense is the sound of your breath with Ujjayi. Good. And then open up the arms and press them back. And again, linger here, just pressing the arms. It's like a cactus shape with the arms. Pressing them into the earth, and hug the shoulder blades in, and just feel with that strengthened back body. More spacious and open in front body. And just a couple of Ujjayi breaths here. One more. Really tuning into the sound of your breath. At the end of your exhale, I'm just going to use your feet or your hands. If you had a cushion under your knees, just take it out to the side. And we'll take a moment to hug the knees in. As you hug the knees in, let your chin soften towards your chest. Let your tailbone root down into the earth. So we're getting a really nice lengthening in the spine. And then hug your shoulder blades in towards the spine. So you feel back body engage. The back body engage is really helping to lengthen the spine. Just take one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Now take both legs nice and long and take your arms overhead. Interlace your fingers and press your palms back. And so now, instead of the feel of the hug in the body, feel a beautiful lengthening and stretch. You're going to reach your left heel away from you a little bit more and feel like there's more possibility for more length on that left side of your body. Reach the heel of your left hand away from you, and that lengthening, that stretch goes all the way up the left side of the body. Good. Just take a few breaths here. Usually we're doing the side body stretch when we're standing, but with the support of the earth, maybe we can go a little bit deeper into the side body stretch. Maybe even curl over towards your right just a little bit. Take one more breath right into the stretch. Good. Slowly go back to center if you're curled over. And now reach your right heel away from you and the heel of your right hand away from you and right side body getting really long. And you could stay right here. Like this feels like a really good stretch. Or you could curl over to your left just a little bit to see if you feel a little more opening through the right side body. And then breathe into that stretch. Awesome. Come back to center. And take one more stretch. Reach the heel of both hands away. The heels of both feet away. Take a big breath. Soften your front ribs down to the earth with the spine. Hug the earth. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome. From stretching to strengthening, let's bend our knees and bring the soles of the feet to the earth, knees to the sky. Take your feet about hip width. We're going to do bridge flow. So moving into the strengthening now. Arms come by your side, palms to the earth. Take an exhale, press your belly button down into the earth. As you inhale, lift your hips and take your arms overhead. Nice strong legs, strong core, strong spine. Exhale very slow. You're going to want to rush, but go nice and slow. Savor the strengthening. And you could hover your hips above the earth, or you could go all the way down and take a moment of rest. The end of the exhale, navel hugs the spine. Inhale, float it up. Float it up. If you need an extra breath, take it. No worries. Reach, lift. Exhale slowly down. Take your time. All the little muscles engaging. And one more time. Root down into the earth. Reach it up. Reach it back. Keep the hips lifted. Stay nice and active in the legs. Take the arms by your side. Interlace your hands. And then just shimmy your shoulder blades underneath you a little bit more. Beautiful bridge shape. You're going to lift and spread your toes. And then set the toes back down. Press into your feet. Lift the hips up a little higher. Lift the heels up and feel you can lift your hips even higher. And then try and maintain that as you set your heels down. Yeah, one more breath. Inhale. Keep your arms where they are and slowly lower your hips. You can turn your palms to face the earth and just take your elbows a little wider so your tailbone, your sacrum, comes down onto your hands. And just feel a nice little stretch through the finger joints. Just breathe here. Can you hear the sound of your breath? Can you feel the sensation, the touch of your breath? Nostrils and your throat. Good, and exhale. Beautiful. Keep your knees bent, take your arms up and overhead. Take a nice big inhale here, stretch and reach, just the upper body, side body long. And as you exhale, curl up and let your hands come towards your thighs. And you probably know where we're headed. We'll take a few repeats here. Build up some core strength on our journey up to sitting. Reach it back, stretch. And then reach it up, maybe come up a little higher. Inhale, take it up and back, stretch it out, especially the abdominals. And then exhale, come up and forward. Let your hands clasp your thighs and help yourself come all the way. Woo! Nicely done. Nicely done. All right, let's come forward onto our hands and knees. That wonderful cat-cow shape. So therapeutic for the spine. You can take your blanket that was on your torso and put it under your knees, right? It's always nice for a little more comfort there. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. So our cat-cow, we're going to start with our exhale. Point your toes back, tuck your chin around your spine. And then curl your toes under, tailbone skyward, chin forward, we're arching the spine. Exhale, toes back, chin tucks, round spine. Inhale, toes curl under, chin forward, arch spine. Continue, follow your breath rhythm. And close your eyes. And notice which sense is most present for you, connecting with the breath, the sound of your breath. Nice, Esther, the sensation. Good, Nancy, that's it. Chin forward and up. And really hug your shoulder blades into your spine as you arch. Get a little more action. Nice, Esther, a little more action back body. Good, Karen, that's it. Nice. Beautiful. Just take one more pulse here. I want to be, I love outside still. Gorgeous, gorgeous trees. Happy Earth Day. And then come back to neutral spine. Now we're doing hips and shoulders and hips today. So let's get into the hips here. Take the knees wide. So wider than your mat, maybe even if that's okay for you. Take an inhale at center. Hip circles. So right hip over towards the right heel. Left hip to the left heel. Circle around. Now you could stay nice and high, or you could feel like a tiger in the grass and just go really close. Does that feel like a tiger in the grass? I don't know why that analogy comes to mind. But just going a little closer to the earth. And you'll feel there's a little more movement in the hips, goes a bit deeper, and there's more movement in the shoulder joints. Letting your head move here if that feels good. James, just let it hang if you want to release the neck muscles. Using the weight of the head to do that. And then just taking one more circle around in this direction. And then slowly and seamlessly changing direction. Do a nice little neck stretch when we come to standing. We'll all enjoy. We'll help open the shoulders a little bit more. Just take a few more circles around. Maybe going a little wider in the circumference, maybe exploring a little more depth. And then slowly come to center, to stillness. We'll let our knees stay wide and just take a dip back to child's pose. And as you take the hips back just as far as they go, and you might put the cushion or the blanket under your hips, right? If that support makes it easier, more comfortable to dip into the hips. And then take the arms forward and really reach them forward. Press into the palms and feel a nice lift in the arms, a little opening and stretch right through the armpits. Just take 2 breaths here, a little closer to your breath that you can maybe hear the sound of it. What do you notice? Yeah, nice. One more breath. Nice, Dan. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Rising up onto hands and knees. You might want to take that and might get out to the side. Actually, we're going to do one knee down, so maybe we'll do it on one side. We're going to take our right knee forward. So let's take our right leg back first and just reach it back and stretch it back. Reach the heel back and feel that length now in the lower body, like from the belly down to the heel, really nice and long. Take a big inhale here. And then exhale, knee comes to nose, so you feel a nice squeezing in the belly. We'll just do one more. Take it back, reach it back. So heel reaches back and feel that stretch right up to the belly. And then exhale, knee to nose, and bring it forward. Now stay here a moment and see if you can draw the knee a little closer in. Yeah, and then bring the foot forward and set it down. And then I will turn towards you, so it's a little easier to see. And we're going to do our prana lunge here. Now, it can be really nice to have a block underneath your hands, right? So you have a block or a cushion nearby. Otherwise, come on to the finger pads. And that little extra height is going to help us go a little bit more into the movement. So we exhale to begin, and then as you inhale, we bring the hips forward, lift the chest, and what I want you to pause here a moment and really hug the shoulder blades into the spine. Let the chin go forward and lift and feel a beautiful opening in the front of the throat. And then hug that right knee in just a little bit. Yes, nicely done, Daniel. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, take the hips up and back, float the front toes, nose towards your knee. And feel a really sweet stretch in that right hamstring. And feel a nice opening in your back body as chin comes to chest. Exhale here. And inhale, come forward. Hug the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Hug that right knee in towards the center. Inhale, chin forward and up. Good. Exhale, take it up and back. That's it, Nancy. Take it and let the front toes float. Nose to knee. And one more. Inhale, bring it forward. You can close your eyes. Like really feel that hugging of the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Keep that right knee hugging into center. And then exhale, take it up and back. And just linger here for a few breaths. Curl your toes back towards your nose. That'll give you a deeper stretch in the hamstring. Maybe walk the hands forward just a titch. Feel a little more length in the spine. Inhale. Now follow your breath, dip deeper. Awesome. Slowly coming back to the lunge shape. And then we'll just take our right leg back by the left leg, right knee back by the left knee, and take it into child's pose. So we're back into child's pose and take that full stretch. That's it. And where the forehead touches the earth, this time just let your head go side to side and do a nice little massage. Yeah, find that sweet spot. Third eye to earth. This is sometimes called, one of my teachers calls it wisdom pose, right? Third eye, activating inner wisdom. Third eye, wisdom to the earth, wisdom of the earth coming through to us. So just feel one more breath here and feel the hug of the forehead to the earth. Depth of the beautiful earth underneath us, all around us, earthiness within us. Inhale and exhale. Good. Rising up. And we'll take it to the other side. So now we're going to have our left leg going back and really reach the heel back. So I want you to feel a stretch right from the belly down to the heel, best we can. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, knee to nose. Now we feel this hug in the belly. And just one more. Take it back, lengthen, feel a stretch right. Nice. That's it. Go reach the heel back, heel, heel, heel. Good. And a knee to nose. Squeeze it in. Squeeze. And then see if you can lift the knee a little higher, so a little more core. And take that foot forward and set it down. I'll turn to face you. So putting the blocks there if those help you. And we're going to start with the exhale. And then as we inhale, we're coming forward, shoulder blades hugging the spine. The left knee, the left knee's going to want to go to the left, so hug it into the midline. And that will give you more opening in that front hip flexor. So again, inhale, chin forward and up. Beautiful, Nancy. And then exhale, take it back. Toes curl up, nose towards the knee, chin in towards your chest. Inhale, bring it forward. Hug the shoulder blades. Awesome, then. That's it. And exhale, take it back. One more inhale, bring it forward. Maybe the eyes are closed that you can really feel the bottom tip of the shoulder blades hugging in. And exhale, take it back. And we'll take a moment here just to feel a little bit more of that hamstring stretch. So maybe the toes curl back a bit more. Maybe the hands walk forward a little bit more. Take a nice deep inhale. Follow your exhale. Lovely. Okay. Let's come back forward into the lunge shape. And we'll take that left knee back to the right knee. We're going to come into some back body strengthening. So yogi's choice here. You could stay on hands and knees. You could curl your toes under and come to the top of a push-up. If you come to the top of a push-up, check that your hips are level with your shoulders, right? We're going to really find that alignment. Take an inhale. Its yoga name is plank, flat plank. Exhale, slowly lower. So not letting the hips drop if you're in upper plank. We tend to let them drop. Let them stay high. That's it, Asuko. Nicely done. And lower all the way down. Good job. Good job. Okay. Get comfy here on the earth for a second. I'll turn towards you because we're going to take a shape in the arms. I want you to see. We're going to take our arms out to the side, like cactus arms with the fingers pointing down. And fingers in line with the shoulders best we can. Yeah? So you're pressing down into the earth, and now you can really feel that hug in the shoulder blades. Reach the toes back. Squeeze the inner thighs together and feel this beautiful long tail. Take an exhale. As you inhale, lift your chest. Take your chin towards your right shoulder. And then slowly look forward and come down. Let your forehead touch the earth. Just feel that nice length at the back of your neck. And then inhale, rising up. Those fingers on the earth in a nice shape in the arms. Take your chin towards your left shoulder. Nice stretch to the neck. And then come back to center. And as you come down, come all the way down and let your forehead touch the earth. A little blessing from the earth. And then here we go. Exhale. Inhale, rising up. We're going to linger here right at center. Press into your finger pads and hug your shoulder blades in a little bit more. Now we're going to fly. Take those arms out. Yes, the legs might be lifted or not. Doesn't matter. Just keep them long. Keep the inner thighs hugging in. And one more breath in our super yogi pose. Big inhale. And coming down. Let it go. Bring the back of your hands to your forehead. Bend your knees and just take your legs side to side. Nicely done. And then coming to stillness with the legs. Press up and back to child's pose. And stretch out all that tissue you just strengthened. Reach the fingers forward, get longer in the arms, longer in the spine. Reach your tailbone back. One breath. We're now rising up onto hands and knees. We're going to do our dolphin shapes. That means we're going to come onto the forearms. Elbows are under the shoulders, hands in line with the elbows. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Curl your toes under and lift your hips up. So here's dolphin pose. Down dog on the forearms. Bend your knees and send your tailbone back. Get really long through the spine. Let your hand hang. And as you press into your forearms, see if you can press your chest back towards your toes. One more breath here. Big inhale. As you exhale, maybe begin to root heels to earth. Lovely. Come back down onto the knees. Come up onto your hands. As you are ready, curl the toes under. Come all the way up to a full downward facing dog. Dolphin's always an option. Just take a nice big breath here as you inhale. Come up onto your tippy toes. Just come forward. Just feel a nice stretch in the toes. And then exhale, root the heels down. Just one more. Up into the tippy toes. And then root the heels down. Good. One more breath right here. Inhale. And then side out. Let something go. Bend your knees deeply and walk it forward to the top of your mat. Take a forward fold. Nice bend in your knees when you take your forward fold. Nice bend in your knees. And hold opposite elbows and really draw your elbows towards the earth. So you feel side body lengthening. That's it, Daphne. That's it. Good. Just take a few side to side. You got it, mother. That's it. That's it. I'm taking the elbows and just beautiful. Just move your head around. Yes, no, maybe. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Slow it down, Kay, nice and slow. You're speedy. That's it. Take one more breath here. That's it. Just that it's just so, wonderful to let your head hang and then all those little neck muscles release. Right? It's just so helpful for those muscles that work so hard all day. Take one more breath. And exhale. We'll release the hands down. And then we're just going to slowly, you can have your hands walk along your legs. Slowly rise up to standing. Yeah, good. As you rise up to standing, just a little rolling through the shoulders. And this one's for Jane for the neck. We're going to take our left hand, bring it around behind, so it holds your right elbow. Okay, so just hook left hand around so it holds your right elbow. And let your feet be about hip width apart. So you can use your left hand to draw the shoulder down a little bit. Take a nice big inhale, lengthen up your spine. And now drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Left ear towards left shoulder. A really sweet stretch right here. You can stay right here for a few breaths. Or as you inhale, going on the diagonal, just take your chin towards the right shoulder. Just exploring this. And then exhale, slowly take your chin down towards your left shoulder. Just one more time. Keep hugging that right arm, keeping the shoulder low as we explore stretching the neck. Okay, so take an exhale here and slowly bring your head up to center. First bring your head up and then release the arm, shake it out. Let's feel a difference inside. So now we're going to take the right hand over to the left elbow. You can use that hand just to draw the shoulder down, right? It's like an anchoring. And take an inhale up the spine. And we're going to drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. So you should feel a really nice stretch through the left side of your neck. And you could linger here if you like. Slowly take your chin up at a diagonal towards your left shoulder. And as you exhale, slowly take your chin down towards the right shoulder. Just one more time. Going really slow, those tiny little muscles. The slower you go, those are the muscles you're going to access and reach and stretch. Okay, and slowly, just your head coming up to start. Yes. And then release the arms and shake the shake. Okay, awesome. Some sun salutations here. Take the arms up, reach them up. We got the theme for today. We're going to bend the elbows, bring them down, and look up and feel, oh, there are those shoulder blades hugging. Beautiful. Try and keep that. As we take the arms back up, softly bend our knees and swan dive. See if you can stay active in the back body. Right through to the very last moment when the arms are heavy and the head is heavy, and we just let it go. And then we come to it again. Inhale, rising up, reaching up. That's it. Reach up, and then doing the cactus arms. As you exhale, the elbows come down, and you feel bottom tip of the shoulder blades. Hug, 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 hug. Yes, beautiful. Take it up, reach it up. Try and keep active in the back body. Bend your knees and swan dive down. That's it. Really nice. Good. We're going to do one more. Let your head fully go. And here we go. Last one. Inhale. Take it up. Take it up. Reach it up. Good. Bend your elbows. Exhale. They come down. They hug you in. That they want to touch behind you. Good. Keep that strength. Reach it up. Bend to the knees and forward fold. Really well done. As your torso comes down, let your arms come up behind you. Interlace the fingers and bring the arms up and overhead. So just a little More opening through the shoulders. You got it. Take one more breath here. Keep the elbows bent. Tsuko, especially your right elbow. Bend it. Yes. We've got hyperextension there. We want to make sure that elbow is bent. Inhale. And let it go. Awesome. Release the arms. Let the hands go either side of your feet. And we're going to step the right foot back to the back of the mat. Right foot goes back to the back of the mat. We bend into the front knee. So we're setting up for our warrior shape. We bend into the front knee. Ankle is under the knee joint. Take an exhale here. And then inhale, slowly rising up. That's it. You can hug the inner thighs in. Reach the arms up. Turn the palms out, cactus the arms. More in front and back body this time. As you inhale, press back, feeling you just had a moment ago. It's like a baby back bend, strong back body. And then as you exhale, palms and elbows come together, and now there's a stretch. Inhale. Open it up. Strengthen back body, stretch and opening in front body. Good. And then exhale, press. There's that stretch in the back. And more. Open it up. Press it back. And look up. Good. And then press it in. And let's just open it up for a moment. Turn the palms skyward. Just give a little love to that beautiful sky and sun that's up there. Happy Earth Day. Lift the arms back a little bit more, like our heart can kiss. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Palms come to heart center. Take a nice big inhale here. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down either side of your front foot. And then let's turn to the long side of the mat. So we're coming into the Prasarita shape with our legs in the V shape. We're just within the shoulders. Now we get into the hips. Look at your feet and make sure that your feet are angled in, like pigeon toes. Protect the knee joints. Yeah. Good. Now, as you are ready, let your head go. Just take a moment, let your head go. Move it yes, no, maybe. Just notice. We don't need to be holding it up here. Just let it release. Give those neck muscles a nice breather. As you're ready, you're going to bend your right knee. And just walk your hands over towards your right. So dipping into that right hip joint. You might feel a really nice stretch on the inner left groin as well if you root your left baby toe down. Then inhale, coming back up to center. You can walk your hands along, going over to the left foot, then the left knee, and dip down into the left hip joint, maybe also stretching the inner right leg. Then begin to follow your breath, going side to side. Begin to follow your breath. That's it. See if you can smooth out the movement. If you'd like a little more juice, the arms can come up. Nice, Daphne. The arms can come up. Yep, you got it, Atsuko. If you'd like a little more core here, bring your torso parallel to the earth. That's okay. Just nice and smooth, side to side. You got it. You got it. Awesome. Yeah, good. And the next time you're over at your right foot, just linger there a little bit longer. If you're over at your right foot, linger there, little hands to the earth. Maybe you dip down a little bit lower. Just take one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Come back to center. And at center, just hang here for a moment. We've probably lifted up our heads. Check it out. Move it around. Let it go. You can even take your hands behind the back of your neck and just help it lengthen out. It feels so good. And as you are ready, I'm going to turn back to the front of the mat. Take an exhale to gather strength in your belly. And then step forward to the top of your mat in the forward fold. Take an exhale in your forward fold. And as you inhale, rising up. Rising up. Back into the flow of the breath. As you exhale, bend your elbows, hug them in behind you. Inhale, arms reaching. Exhale, soft, bend your knees and swan dive forward. Make this a dance of your breath. Inhale, rising up, your body knows the way. Maybe softly close your eyes, reaching up. As you exhale, bend your elbows and hug them in behind you. Good. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, swan dive down. We do one more. Really let this be an expression of your breath. Inhale fills you, floats you up. Exhale, elbows down and feel the strength of that body. Good. Inhale, really nice and let's float it up. And then exhale, swan dive and let it all go. Let the hands interlace behind you for a moment. The opposite lacing. And bend it, that's it. Bend in the elbow. Letting your head go. One more breath here. That's it. Nice. Inhale. As you exhale, let your arms come down and just rest at your side. Either side of the feet. There's one more side to our standing, and then we're back down to hug our earth. So as you are ready, bend the knees and step the left foot back to the back of the mat. Front ankle under the knee. Now make that adjustment. Your front ankle's under your knee. Hug inner thighs for stability. And here we go. Exhale, gather strength in your belly and then rising up. As you rise up, coming into the cactus shape of the arms. And if it's too much up here, you can hands on shoulders or hips and do a movement. Yeah? Take an inhale, press the arms back, maybe look up. Nice to the exhale, pressing. Press elbow, palms and elbows. That'll give you the deepest stretch. Inhale, press it back. Open chest. And exhale, press it forward and stretch out those muscles you just strengthened. One more, inhale, press it back. That's it. And exhale, press it forward. Good. I'm going to open it up and surrender here. Palms skyward. Shoulder blades still hugging in so that we can really feel that spaciousness through the body, the chest. Heart gives that little twist to the side of the body and head. Exhale, palms come to center. Inhale. Exhale, hands down either side of your front foot. Well done. Take it over to the placenta shape. So we're coming into the V. And really take the time to check that your toes are turned in, pigeon toes. Yeah. And then as you are ready, take a moment to release your head. So move around, yes, no, maybe, right? So that we feel it's heavy, it's 10 pounds. And holding it up, just letting it go. As you're ready, we're going to bend our left knee. Walk our hands over to the left foot. Yeah. Dip into that left hip, that's it. And then walk it back to center. Let your head go, Esther, let your head go, walk it over to the, yeah, there you go. And go side to side, go side to side. I know that is sneaky. Likes to pop up. And smooth, nice Atsuko, yeah, good, great. Core and back body strengthening when you bring your torso parallel. Nice release of your head, Karen, that's great. Okay, you can, beautiful, yeah, nice option, okay, just whatever is there, and just go side to side with that extra support. So side to side with the extra support, or breathe. Great option just to breathe. Take one more each side, and then as you come to your left foot, dip into the left hip joint a little bit more. Just breathe here with lots of love. of love into this body. The hip joints, especially. Maybe dip a little deeper. Last breath. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Come back to center and just take a moment at center in the Parasarita. Let your head go, maybe hands. Put your legs behind the head and neck. Just get that neck. Take one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. And turning to the top of your mat. As you're ready, stepping forward into the forward fold. And just one time here. Inhale, rising up, reaching up, stretching up. Bending your elbows and chest. Keep that strength in that body as you reach it up. Soft bend to the knees and swan leg forward. Well done. Now as you are ready, just walk your feet wider. You come down into squat. Getting closer to the earth. Yes, Shavasana coming soon. Hang in there, coming into squat. And I'm going to invite you to sit onto a cushion. And the cushion that you're sitting on, it would make it lengthwise. It's going to help us with our neck shape. So our feet are now angled out, not the pigeon toes, but angled out, elbows inside the thighs, palms together. And then as you draw your hands down towards your chest, you'll feel that the legs widen. And this, of course, could be done in the chair too, right? Squat is a nice pose to practice in the chair. Now, as your tailbone turns down towards the core of the earth, down to connect to the core of the earth, the crown of your head is reaching up to the sky. Just take 2 more breaths here, and let's sense what's most present with your breath: the sound, the touch, the taste. One more. Releasing. Now we're going to take our right leg under our left and our left over, the Gomukhasana shape. So sitting up like that. We want both sit bones connected to whatever we're sitting on. So we need another cushion. And if the top leg has to be sort of out at the side, it's all good. It's all good. We're just doing a little folding into the hip joints. And then we're going to take our right arm up. Bend the elbow and just let the hand hang behind you. And then we'll take our left hand to our right elbow and just draw it over. Just opening it up a little bit more in those shoulders and hips. So now we're going to take a breath to lengthen our spine. Inhale and draw the breath up the spine. And then you might pivot forward a little bit. Just explore pivoting forward, that your torso comes forward a bit. That's it. Then inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, just pivot forward a little bit more. One more inhale. You got it. It's good. Lengthen spine. Exhale, pivot forward to where it feels just right for you, that you're really exploring the edge. Your body is comfortable, just edging. Less comfortable to get a little more opening. The litmus test is always that we can breathe into whatever we are sensing and feeling, so it's not too much. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Now very, very slowly, come back up to center if you're pivoted forward. Very slowly, just simply release the arms. If it feels good to take them high, always out to the side, and then just let the arms come to rest. Hands rest on your thighs and just explore through the shoulders and the neck. Just whatever feels good. Free form. And as you're ready, we're going to switch the legs. So we'll take the left leg under and the right leg over. In its classic shape, and these are on top of each other, but in our own unique individual shape, our creative shapes. Let it go where the key is the sit bones. Your two sit bones are connected to each other. And then we're going to take that left arm up. And then the elbow, just let the hand hang behind you. And the right hand comes to the left elbow. Okay. Some version, right? Like this is easier. Just have the hands on the shoulders. Still getting into the joints. So we're going to take an inhale, draw the breath up the spine. So you want to get a millimeter taller to your spine. And then exhale, pivot the torso forward as if you were folding a piece of paper in half right at the waistline. So not rolling the paper, folding it in half. And then right here, inhale, so you can get a little more length in the spine. And exhale, fold in. And then a little more length. And fold in and just rest here. Let your face be soft. There's a lot going on in the shape. Just let your body receive the shape. You receive the sensation, the aliveness of awakening. We explore the edge of comfort. And a little more space opening through the joints. Take one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Very, very slowly, just come back up to center. And then just let your arms gradually open up, just nice and soft. And let them float. Sometimes it feels really nice when they go high, sometimes it's wide. And then just let the arms come down. Hands on your thighs. And then just let there be a little free form. As you've opened up to space, what does that feel like? And then we'll let a little smile come to our lips because we're coming down, all the way down to the earth. So as you're ready, unwind the legs. And we'll bring the bolster underneath the thighs. And we'll bring the blanket behind our heads. We're going to do a little forward, just a deep breath and a forward fold before we come down. So just bring the blanket there. When you're ready, just come forward. Let your chin come into your chest. Just go down to wherever it's comfortable for you. And just take a few breaths here. Just a moment of this sort of bowing towards the earth before we come to lay on her. Before we come to really fully awaken our senses. And bowing towards Mother Earth. And as you're ready, use your hands to slowly roll up. And if you have that second blanket available to you, bring it behind, and you might want to fold it up a little narrower, a little bit more along the spine, so that as we lay back, there's even a little more opening through the torso. Your tailbone and sacrum are on the earth. If you've got the lift, a wide lift or a narrow lift along the spine, your tailbone, your sacrum are off. And as you come down to settle here, take one of your legs and just lengthen it out and then set it down on the cushion again. And then take your other leg and lengthen it out and set it down on the cushion. And let your legs sort of open wide, let the knees fall out to the side. And then turn your tailbone towards your heels. A little more space at the base and side. And then just lift your torso a little, like you want to lift your sternum away from the earth, so you can draw your shoulder blades underneath you a little bit more. Just feel, we've already activated there quite a bit, so maybe be in touch with that sensation. And then let your sternum soften and feel a little more spacious in the front body. And then curl your fingers and your toes in. And give a little squeeze. And just hold that for a second. So the toes are curled in, the fingers are curled in. And then sigh it out as you release. And now feel a softness in your palms and a softness through your feet, the soles of your feet. And we're going to move into our senses. All around you. All around you. And in each moment, the world is offering a feast for your senses. Sounds, songs playing, fragrance fills the air, colors fill the eyes. This banquet of aliveness. Food, delicious food, dark chocolate, ripe apricot, peach. The taste of your breath, savor. Savor the expanding joy in your body. Senses alive, awake, nature offering herself to you. Not to think about it, but to feel it, the aliveness, touch, taste, sounds, sight. Astonishing. Astonishing to realize the aliveness and beauty of this earth. For a few moments, let your body really receive, be fully awake, alive through the senses. The life flowing around us, within us. Taste, touch, sounds, visions. Rest in the aliveness, in the gift, the beauty of this world. Now sense and feel your breath, the aliveness of your breath flowing through your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes and feel the touch of the air as we move movement of the air, the touch of the air on your toes and your fingers. Circle through your ankles and wrists. And float your arms overhead into that beautiful stretch we began with, like a full body yawn. Just open it all up. And then hug your knees in. A nice deep hug. And yogi's choice, you can rock and roll or roll to your side and come on up to seated. It feels like a long way up. Welcome to continue resting. If you return to seated, gently rubbing your palms and bring those nice warm palms into heart center. Thank you so much. After this time together, the honor of guiding you through this practice. A chance to celebrate together Earth Day. Earth Day. Hopefully as we move through the practice, senses alive and awake, we go out there to feel the celebration of this beautiful earth. Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be healthy, happy, peaceful, and free. Namaste.